And welcome to Bare Bones. Here is a sample base setup with the dice cards laid out in ascending order of cost and the 7 action cards above them. These will be random or chosen each game, custom. You can see the dice set up below each of their cards. Cost is shown in the bottom left corner by a coin symbol.
Each game of Bare Bones starts a player off with 3 blue dice cards and 4 white dice cards. The game provides additional cards for additional players. For a 2 or a 3-person game, you will discard the rest of these cards and not use them. In order to start a game of Bare Bones, you will need to supplement these 7 cards by entering the draft.
First, we need to choose who's going to be player 1. We do this by rolling all of the blue dice to see who gets a better score. I got a 4, not too great. We'll see what Justin can do.
Woohoo! I'm the winner.
All right, so Justin has rolled higher score with the blue dice. He will be player 1.
Now is when we complete the draft. All players are required to select an additional 3 cards to finish a 10-card starting hand. You are allowed to select any of the cards in the supply with a price of 6 or less.
So in this setup, anything up to the green dice card or anything up to the double up action card can be drafted.
As player 1, I will go first. I'm going to start by choosing a double up action card. I'm going to add this to my hand. We'll shuffle it in later.
All right, my turn. I'm going to choose a red dice card. And the good thing about the red dice card is they pair well, so I might even get another one here on my next turn, but I have to wait.
I'm going to go with this extra white dice card. The white dice cards are money dice cards, so I like a lot of money.
And indeed, I'm going to choose a second red dice card for my second choice.
I'm going to go with a green dice card. It's very versatile. I like it.
And for my last choice, I'm going to choose a Joyride action card.
Players are allowed to choose all action cards, all dice cards, or whatever combination you see fit.
In a 3 or 4 player game, you might actually run out of certain cards, since there are only 7 in a stack to begin with.
That's right, Colin. They might be very popular. Once you've got all of your draft cards, go ahead and shuffle the 10 cards together very thoroughly. It is possible, as you see here. Once you're done shuffling, you're going to deal out 5 cards and place the other 5 cards face down to your left.
Those cards will be your draw pile. So anytime you need cards in your hand, you'll take them from the left.
All right, this is an example of some starting hands between Colin and myself.
In a real game, you wouldn't let your opponent see your hand. We're holding them a little open to the camera.
At this point, you are allowed to play cards in any order that you see fit. I'm going to play all my 4 dice cards, as well as my double up card. The double up card allows me to choose 2 of my dice cards and play 2 dice for each one of them. In this case, I am selecting 2 white dice cards and taking 2 white dice for each one of them. Any other dice cards I have in play will not be used. At the end of the roll, I have all money and no points for this round. Looks like 10 coins, and I'm going to pick up one of these purple cards for exactly 10 coins. The purple card goes in my discard pile face up to the right of my play area. I put my dice back into the supply.
And now before we move on to my turn, I have the opportunity to do bonus matching. Justin has played 2 white dice cards. I can play a third. He's also played 2 blue dice cards, and I can play a third to match those. It must be exactly 2 cards matched with exactly 1 card.
I'm going to go ahead and clean up my playing cards. Once I do that, I'm going to place them in my discard pile with any cards purchased during that turn. The last thing I have to do is deal out 5 cards before Colin can start, because it's possible my hand can affect his turn.
Because I did bonus matching with 2 cards, I now need to replenish my hand. So I draw 2 new cards to bring it back up to 5. Now I officially begin my turn with these 2 bonus matching cards already in play. I'm going to play my 3 white dice cards, 2 blue dice cards, 1 red dice card, and my Joyride action card. I don't have to play all of my dice cards, but I'm going to do it on this turn.
So of course Colin plays the Joyride, which means I have to show him my hand. He gets the option of choosing whatever dice card he wants to borrow for 1 turn.
I'm going to borrow this green dice card and lay it sideways to mark that it's not one of my cards.
I want it back, Colin.
I will remember. Okay, now I'm going to choose 3 white dice, 1 red die, 1 green die, of course, and then 1 blue die because I've maxed out. I can only roll 6 dice maximum. Shake these up. Okay. With the green dice card, I have the ability to re-roll any green dice all at once. Hey, got a lucky 5 there.
Yeah, it looked like it slipped out of your hand there, Colin.
I will take it. So now I add up my points. I have 11 points, and then I add up my coins. I have 9 coins to spend.
All right. I suggest that you mark it on the score sheet before you remove or touch the dice so everyone is clear what the roll was.
Got my points on there. Okay, and now with my 9 coins, I'm going to go ahead and buy a greed action card and put that into my discard pile. Now my turn is over.
But before you clean up your cards, I'm going to take that Joyride card back, and I'm going to play a bonus matching card of my own.
Again, exactly 2 cards to match and exactly 1 on the bonus matching side. Now I can clean up my cards. These all go into my discard pile, and I deal myself a new 5-card hand. I only have 3 cards in the draw pile, so I need to take my discard pile and shuffle it anew, and that becomes my new draw pile.
I'm actually going to do the same, Colin. I only have 4 cards in my hand because I bonus matched you on the last play. So in order to get my 5th card to start my hand, I have to shuffle as well. Looks like I'm going to go shopping on this turn, Colin.
Big money.
Big money, lots of money. Because I have no action cards, there really is no difference in how I play my cards for this particular turn. I'm going to grab 4 white dice, 1 blue die, and 1 green die to represent my cards. First thing I'm going to do is look at that green die. Because I have the power of re-rolling it, I'm going to do so. Looks like I got the same thing, so not that big of a difference. Let's go ahead and separate the money from the points and put them on my scorecard. That's going to be 3 points. Thank you, Colin. And as you can see, I have 13 coin. With my 13 coin, I'm going to pick up one of these wonderful black dice cards. Very powerful card. All of my cards in play, once again, go into my discard pile with any cards purchased, and dealt myself out 5 cards for a new hand. Put my dice away, and it's Colin's turn.
And on that turn, there were no opportunities for me to do any bonus matching. And my turn, like Justin, I have only dice cards. I will lay them all down, take 3 blue dice, 1 white die, and 1 red die. Okay, and we have rolled 9 points. And only 3 coins, not a lot to work with, but it is enough for me to pick up the cheapest action card on the board, the re-roll.
That card can come in handy, Colin. I like it.
It really can. And I'll record my score. It is now 3 to 20. And put the dice away. Deal myself a new hand. And back to Justin's turn.
If you'll remember, my first turn was a double up as well. But I want to point something out. The double up card allows you to choose 2 dice cards which you are going to play, and all other dice cards will not be used. Therefore, I'm not interested in playing both of my blue dice cards for Colin to possibly bonus match. I'm going to play my double up card. I'm going to choose my first card, the purple card, and then I'm going to choose a money card. I'm going to hold on to these blue cards, not play them, and not give Colin the opportunity. 2 dice for each of the double up cards chosen. And let's see what I get. All right, that's actually a pretty decent score. 10 points, 6 coin. I'm going to pick up another green card with my 6 coin into the discard pile.
We'll go ahead and add your score. So that's another 10 points. You now have 13 for player 1.
Just like the end of every turn, we clean up the dice. We wait for bonus matching opportunities, of which there are none because I was skillfully not allowing it, and we clean up our dice cards. Perfect time for me to reshuffle and get some of those new cards into my hand.
And back to my turn. I'm going to start with that greed card I purchased. Greed allows me to draw 2 cards right out of my draw pile. I have 1 in there. I will need to shuffle my discard pile. In the early stages of a game, you might be shuffling a little more frequently than later stages. Now I draw 1 more card, so I will be starting with 2 additional cards after the greed. I'm going to play my 3 white dice money cards, 1 red card, 1 blue card, and I can also play a joyride. I'm allowed to use up to 5 action units per turn. There's only 1 action unit per card here.
Of course, Colin comes in with the joyride at the perfect time. Maybe he won't see my black card if I just kind of tuck it away in the back there. Oh, no, he saw it.
I will take the black card, lay it sideways again to mark I'm borrowing it temporarily. And now I will choose my 6 dice. I have 3 white dice, 1 red, 1 blue, 1 powerful black die. Here we go. Good roll. We have 12 points and 3, 6, 10 coins to spend. With those 10 coins, I'm going to pick up a purple dice card. A very powerful dice card. Put that into my discard pile. And record my 12 points. Put my dice away. On this turn as well, no bonus matching opportunity for Justin. I will return the Joyride card.
Thank you very much.
Clean up my hand, and then deal 5 new cards. So that's the end of round 3. 3 sample turns of bare bones. We'll show how endgame scoring works in a shorter video, as well as how the individual action cards work in greater detail. Thanks for watching.